Hey there trainers, this is a quick sequencing tip on the Pokemon trading card game, and that's talking about goal setting as well as sequencing. Now, in this example, we're playing Dragapult. This is our second turn. We got to go second on our first turn. We had a pretty good opening turn with Arven being able to get the Technical Machine evolution and evolving the 2 Dracloaks so that we can start drawing cards and get going. Now, we've determined, for the sake of example, that in this example, going aggressive with Dragapult EX and starting to attack as quickly as possible is the correct line. So, this is our hand, and this is our board. We've determined that that was the correct line, so now we want to take the correct steps to be able to achieve that. Now, from the contents of our deck, we can determine that there are 2 supporter cards that we definitely want to see this turn to be able to get an attack off, and that is Arven or Crispin. Arven will let us get the Sparkling Crystal A-Spec to be able to reduce our attack cost because neither of our Dracloaks have energy on them. One has a rescue board and one is naked. They both have 0 energy, so either a Sparkling Crystal plus an energy, which we have in our hand, will get us an attack, or a Crispin plus a Dragapult will get us an attack because Crispin can allow us to put 2 energy on the field at once. So, to achieve that, we want to thin our deck as much as we can without discarding too many valuable resources. We could just Ultra Ball right away for Lumineon V and go get a supporter card to play, but then we'd be ditching cards we want in our hand, like the Terra Orb and the Fire Energy, and even the Forest Sealstone can be valuable as well. So, we want to start with seeing as many cards as possible without duplicating or repeating the cards we see. To do that, we want to use effects that shuffle the deck last, unless we are pulling cards out of the deck to thin the deck to be more likely to see the cards we want. So, in this scenario, if our goal for the turn is to get a Dragapult EX attacking, I want to start by playing the Terra Orb and going and grabbing a Dragapult EX out of the deck because we already have a card in our hand that can guarantee that card, and we don't want to see it off of the effects that we have available to us. So we've added the Dragapult to our hand. Now, we want to use Dracloak's ability first, because it doesn't shuffle our deck. We see a Lance and a Budew. We'll just throw the Budew on the bottom of the deck because we don't want it. We already have one in play. And we'll do the next Dracloak. There's Crispin. We'll keep Crispin in our hand. And now we'll use Tatsugiri's ability. In case we didn't see that Crispin, we would use Tatsugiri's ability next and see 6 more and see if we find a support card. We do not, but if that Crispin was 2 or 3 cards deeper in the deck, we would have seen it off the Tatsugiri instead of seeing it off this Dracloak. If we didn't see it off the Dracloak, and we had used the Tatsugiri's ability before the Dracloak, we might have seen cards that we had already seen already. So, you always want to use the effects that see raw cards off the top without shuffling the deck, because we don't want to repeat cards that we see. Like if we had used Tatsugiri's ability before that, and say we didn't find a supporter card, say these weren't here, and we had these 2 cards, and we failed. We would shuffle the deck, and then we might end up seeing something like that Rescue Board, or that Dreepy, or that Sparkling Crystal in the Dracloak's Recon Directive, which there's a Rescue Board right there. That could have been in that 6 cards. We don't want to see that. Have our support card that we can play. We can evolve into a Dracloak or a Dragapult and use the Crispin to get some energies out of the deck and accelerate it onto our attacker. Retreat our guy and attack with our big man. And that's a quick sequencing tip about how to achieve your goals for the turn and sequence correctly.